I'm back. Crazy hair. I know. I need a hat. I need a hat. It is sunny today. 1 second. Yeah. Welcome back to another vlog. I'm going to be talking about squatting today. But what did I do today? I know I went to Easter. I didn't go to Easter. It was at my house. We had a lot of food, as you can see here. It's fun. I like it. It was delicious. I wish I had more. But there is no more, and that's life. And I have to accept reality. But onwards. I did squatting today. And as I was squatting, I wanted to figure out ways to improve on the strength, the form, the technique. And I was wondering, okay, wait, why don't I just make a little video on how to properly squat? I feel like a lot of people come up to me and ask how to properly squat. And I feel like I want to address everyone in a whole by presenting this video to you. Squatting, as you can see right here, I'm doing a typical squat. It requires a lot of movement, a lot of brain power, if I want to call it like that. Basically what I mean is that you're not just simply going up and down. There's a lot of mechanics to it. There is the movement of your knees, your hips, keeping your chest tall, maintaining a straight back, squeezing your shoulder blades, holding the bar on your back, and there's different forms of squatting, which is using a cage squat, hack squat, goblet squat, traditional Olympic squat, front squat. There's so many forms. We're just gonna go through the basics, right? And I feel like this is where most people can figure it out. The Olympic squat, the traditional, regular, behind the head, on your traps, not your neck, on your trap squat. Okay. When you're squatting, you always have to look to your feet. You don't want to be tipping back and forth. The entirety of your weight should be on your heels. So when you're squatting down, your heels should not come off. If you feel like you're having a hard time or your flexibility is still not there, there's options. You can put little plates underneath or like a little elevation on your heel, almost as if you're wearing heels, just to get it up, and it forces you to get down lower, just to get that mechanics. You can use plates. You can use little plates just underneath each foot. You can get a heightened CrossFit or a weightlifting shoe. There's many things. Once you master that, you have to work with how to move with your hips and your knees. They work together. It's majority hip followed by the knee. Okay, you want your hips to come outwards and your knees bend, but to compensate for the balance. Because obviously, if you just go outwards with your hips, it's as if you want to sit down and you would fall back. Okay, so bring your hips out, but start to bend your knees forward, just so you can stay closer in the center of where you were standing, without having your weight fall back or fall forward. You also want to make sure that as your knees bend, they don't bend too forward. Like I just said, a majority of the bending of you going down is in the hip joint. You don't want your knees to come past the toe length. Maybe just a little bit. It depends on the length of people's legs, but try not to surpass your toe length too much, because that's when your heels start to curl out because you're too forward and you're bent too much at the ankle. Not doing this correctly can actually cause issues in your joints. If you're bending too much at the knees, that can hurt your patella, the kneecap. If you're bending too much at the hip, that can hurt your lower back because you're just too far forward to compensate for balance. As well as in your heel, because now you're starting to put all your weight on your toes, so with your whole weight is entirely on the ankle, the Achilles too. So again, proper form is your upper body. If you're just doing body weight, it's okay, your body mechanics will take over. But when you have a weight on your back or you're holding in front of you, it's wise to make sure you are aware of your back being straight. And the way to do that is by sticking out your chest and pulling back your elbows, almost as if you want to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Make sure you want to be moving your chest up towards the sky. Obviously it won't happen, but you want that mentality. You always want to pull up your chest. Now there's a difference between pulling up your chest like that versus pulling up your chest. You're flexing at the spine or extending at the spine. I want you to make sure you're doing that properly. With all that being said, you should be able to squat as low as your hip joint being at the same level as your knee joint. Okay, without your heels coming off the ground, your chest over the mid to front part of your thigh, and your back having a slight indenture, not an arch, but an indenture. But yeah, that's how you squat. Again, there's different ways to do so. I can go more in detail for future videos. Other than that, here's a video of me pranking my coworker. Have a good one, everyone. Social medias will be at the end, and as always, everyone, stay beautiful.
I actually...